Boker Tov, Yeladim. Boker Tov. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Boker Tov. All right, let's start our day. Everybody turn on their cameras. Looks like you're in the car. All righty. Let's start off with Victoria. Victoria, you pray for us. Do the Shema and the Ten Commandments in English. Victoria.
Thank you, God, for this day. Thank you for giving us this class. Please let us have a great day today and learn a lot from Torah. And let us do our schoolwork and have fun today. In Yeshua's name, amen. Shema Israel, Yehovah Eloheinu, Yehovah Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod, Malkuto, Leolam Vaed. Hear Israel, the Lord our God is one God. I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt. Do not have any idols. Do not use the Lord's name in vain. Keep the Shabbat holy. Honor your mother and father. Do not murder. Do not commit adultery. Do not steal. Do not lie. And do not covet.
Everybody give Victoria the wiggly, wiggly, jiggly, wiggly, jiggly, wiggly, wiggly fingers. All right. So we're moving on with our account of Joseph's life. Okay. And he's been in prison another 2 more years because the cupbearer forgot about him. He forgot about his promise. Okay. Let's see. Allie Mae, read verse sheet 41, verse 14, please, Allie Mae.
Then Pharaoh summoned Joseph, and they brought him quickly out of the dungeon. He shaved himself, changed his clothes, and came into Pharaoh.
Thank you, Allie Mae. Thank you, Allie Mae. Very good read. Okay. What does it mean to summon? Summon. Hadassah. Summoned. 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 Hadassah. Can't hear you.
Summit is like I don't know.
What'd you say, Hadassah? Can't hear you very. You gotta tell Daddy to come in and make the microphone louder. Come back here. Okay. It's the volume of the microphone. You gotta put it on auto so it makes it louder. All right. Let's see, Victoria. What is to summon?
Summon something is like to, like, just, okay, well, in this case, it's like summon someone. So it's like to call someone and like they appear.
We call somebody and they appear. Very good. All right. All right. Let's see here. What's a dungeon? Let's see if Elisheva, dungeon. Dungeon. Elisheva, what's a dungeon? Sounds like a bad word. Dungeon.
Jail.
What?
Say it louder.
Jail.
Jail. Okay, it's a jail. Very good, very good. Let's see. Let's see if we can hear Hadassah this time. Hadassah, what is a dungeon?
Dungeon is like a dark place.
Why is it dark? Doesn't it have any windows?
No, it has bars.
What are the bars for?
Or trap the people inside so they don't get out.
Why are the people there?
Because Pharaoh trapped them there because they were not following him.
Okay. That's pretty good, Hadassah. Shmui, what do you think? What is a dungeon?
Dungeon means bars to do.
I can barely hear you guys today. The volume of your microphone is very low. Is Daddy there fixing it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's much better. Okay.
You guys have to get close to the microphone. Like this?
That's good. I can hear you real good now.
Yeah.
All right, Shmui, what is a dungeon?
Dungeon means that there's bars to hold the people for they don't get out.
Bars to hold the people who won't get out. Why are they there in the first place? What did they do?
They trying to get out and
What did you say, Shmui?
they trying to get out
Why they want to get out?
because they wanna go see their father.
Yeshua, help us out. What is a dungeon, Yeshua?
The dungeon is like a place that is dirty to keep like bad people from like stealing people. The people that are robbers, like the thief, that they wanna take a pretty stuff, and they had to put them in jail.
Well, why was Joseph in jail? Did he steal stuff?
No, Potiphar's wife.
Okay.
Potiphar's wife was lying.
So he got put in this bad place?
Yeah, for just the girl lying.
That doesn't sound right, but you were right in the answer. Lev, let's see if we can hear Lev in the roller coaster over there. Whoa! Lev, what's a dungeon? Whoa!
First, it's not a roller coaster. Second, it feels like one. Second, what a dungeon is that like it's I think it's kind of like a pit in the ground, and like people have to stay there where they're at fault, but Joseph didn't do anything wrong. He disobeyed Potiphar's wife, but because she lied about him.
Okay. Very good, very good on your roller coaster. That's pretty good. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. So then Pharaoh summoned Joseph, and they brought him quickly out of the dungeon. He shaved himself, changed his clothes, and came into Pharaoh. Allie Mae, why did he have to shave himself and change his clothes?
To be presentable in front of Pharaoh.
Why did he have to shave?
Because Egyptians don't like hair, and plus he probably had this really ragged beard because he's been in the jail for a long time and he wasn't able to shave.
Okay. So he had a ragged beard, and he was probably Probably pretty smelly and stinky too, guys, because you're not bathing a lot when you're in a dungeon, okay? So he shaved himself and changed his clothes. I guess they gave him some clothes because when Potiphar sent him to jail, I don't think he took his stuff, okay? So he got new clothes and he came into Pharaoh, okay? So now we're going to see what happens next, okay? So Pharaoh summoned him because of remember, the cupbearer finally remembered Joseph. Remember yesterday we were talking about the cupbearer? Let me bring that picture about that. Remember? Cupbearer said he forgot about him, okay? He forgot about Joseph. Let me just get my pointer here. Okay. The cupbearer over here where the arrow is. He remembered that Joseph was able to interpret dreams, and the Pharaoh had some bad dreams. Okay, now, so now the cupbearer is remembering. Okay, so Pharaoh summoned means he called for Joseph to be brought to him, and quickly, yeah, the dungeon. The dungeon is not a good place. Okay, the dungeon. I don't know if it had bars, but it dungeon was like, well, it had bars, let's say, and it was dirty and it was smelly, okay, and you really didn't have bed to sleep on like you guys have bed to sleep on now, okay. So now let's see what happens. Victoria, read at the bottom of the page, Mark chapter 13, verse 11.
Now, when they arrest you and bring you to trial, don't worry beforehand about what to say. Rather, say whatever is given you when the time comes, for it will not be just you speaking, but the Ruach HaKodesh.
Okay, thank you, Victoria. Good read. Now, Yeshua is telling us in the Gospel of Mark that sometimes the bad people are going to be in charge. Okay, sometimes, and they're going to arrest you. Victoria, why would they arrest us? What is being arrested?
Well, when someone arrests you, it's when like they're gonna bring you like to jail, and like they're gonna take you away basically.
Why would they arrest you and take you away?
Maybe because they think you like did a crime, or like maybe stole, or well, I mean, sometimes even when you're just like speaking up and like they just want you to stop talking and like saying the truth, and so they'll like put you in jail sometimes.
Okay, let's see. Allie Mae, why would they arrest you? And why is Yeshua saying they're going to arrest us and bring you to trial?
Because maybe it's because maybe it's because if we do something bad, we need judgment. Because I mean, everybody that does something bad needs judgment, and everybody who does something bad also needs time in jail to think about what they've done.
Okay, that's very true. But Yeshua is saying this to the believers. He's telling this to the Talmudim, to his disciples. Why would they arrest the disciples?
Because they were following Yeshua and reading the Bible, or they weren't reading the Bible, and preaching about the Bible.
Okay. All right. So the parallel, while we're looking at these two passages together, these two parts in the top, what we got? Bereshit 41:14, and at the bottom where we have the Gospel of Mark, chapter 13, verse 11. Okay. Joseph was in jail because he followed God. Okay, he wouldn't do the sin with Potiphar's wife. Okay, so he was thrown in jail by evil people because they didn't want to speak the truth. They lied, like we have a lot of that going on in the world today. Okay, and then Yeshua in Mark 13, verse 11, he's telling his Talmudim that they're going to arrest you and bring you to trial for telling the truth because evil doesn't want to hear the truth. Okay, so always speak the truth no matter uh, what the Lord allows you to go through. Okay, we see Joseph in the picture here. Okay, he did what the Lord wanted, and yeah, he had to spend some time in jail, and it probably was not the best place in the world. Okay, but he was trusting in the Lord, and the same goes for things that might be occurring now. Okay, a lot of things that's going on in the news, young people, that this verse might happen very shortly. So you have to make choices to stay with truth, okay? Always stay with truth. But Yeshua says, now when they arrest you and bring you to trial, don't worry beforehand about what to say. Rather, say whatever is given to you when the time comes, for it will not be just you speaking, but the Ruach HaKodesh. Okay? So don't worry. Just don't try to make up a story. Just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. All right, we're going to move on a little bit. All right, Victoria's turn. Victoria, read 41, verse 15 and 16. Bereshit 41, verse 15 and 16.
Okay. Pharaoh said to Joseph, I had a dream, and there is no one who can interpret it. But I've heard it, and I've heard it said about you that when you hear a dream, you can interpret it. Joseph answered Pharaoh, It isn't in me. God will give Pharaoh an answer that will set his mind at peace.
All right, thank you, Victoria. Good read once you got that one sentence correct. Okay. All right, so let's make sure we know what words there are here. So we're going to go to Yeshua. Okay. Pharaoh says to Joseph, I heard you can interpret. What does interpretation mean or interpret mean, Yeshua?
It's like to tell you what the dream means.
Tell you what the dream means. Anything else, Yeshua?
And say what's going to happen.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Elisheva, what does it mean to interpret? What does it mean to interpret a dream?
Explaining the meaning.
Say that again, please.
Explaining the meaning.
Explain the meaning. Did you have any dreams last night?
Did you have any dreams? You were saying you had a lot of dreams.
I have a lot of dreams.
Okay, what was one of your dreams about?
Okay. A Star Wars monster was following you. Okay, say that.
I dream like Star Wars.
Okay. All right, it's very good, Elisheva. Very good, Yeshua. All right. Now let's go over to Mia. Mia, who told Pharaoh that Joseph interpreted dreams and why?
The cupbearer told Pharaoh about Joseph because he remembered what what Joseph had told him, and he realizes 2 years ago he was supposed to do that. So he's like, wait a minute, I just remembered that I forgot that Joseph had asked me to do this. So he says, he can do the job.
Okay, very good, Mia. Very good. Okay. Now, let's go over to Hadassah. Hadassah. Pharaoh says, Joseph says to Pharaoh that it isn't Joseph who interprets the dream, but he says somebody else. Who does Joseph says interprets the dream? Who does Joseph say enables him to interpret the dream?
Who did Joseph interpret the dream, Hadassah? That was before, after.
Who should we give glory to all the time?
God, we should give glory to God.
Yes, we should. Yes, we should. So who does Joseph say tells him what the dream means?
He tells that God said to Joseph that the dream.
Okay, very good, Adasa. Shmuley, who does Joseph tell Pharaoh enables him to interpret the dream? Who does Joseph say tells him?
He's thinking like Hadassah. I said God. Somebody's thinking like Hadassah. God?
What did you say, Shmuley?
God?
God does what? God does what?
Tell the dream?
God tells Joseph the dream?
Yes.
Yes, how does he do it? How does he tell Joseph the dream?
He told Joseph the dream, Sammy. I even say it to Rabbi. I don't know.
I don't know. What do you think, Yeshua? Who tells Joseph the dream, Yeshua?
God?
How does he tell Joseph the dream?
By when Joseph prays. When Joseph prays.
What about when Joseph prays?
God tells him. God tells Joseph.
Why didn't he tell? Okay. Why didn't he tell Pharaoh?
Because it wasn't time.
It wasn't time for what?
He waited until Pharaoh told the dream, and then he said.
Okay. All right. We're getting on the track. We're getting there. This is good. Ali Mae. Why didn't God tell Pharaoh the dream? Why did he have to go get Joseph? Big yawn, Ali Mae. It's early.
He told Joseph the dream so that way Pharaoh would put him in the position that he was, because he was second in command and after Pharaoh. So if Joseph told him what the dreams meant, that he would put him in the second command position.
Okay. So, well, Pharaoh was given a dream and nobody can interpret it. Why couldn't anybody interpret it? Allie Mae.
Because they didn't have God with them.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. What about you, Victoria? What do you think? Why did Jehovah give Pharaoh the dream, but nobody can interpret it? Or so why did God do that?
I feel like the people, like, no one could interpret it, because, like, they weren't, like, asking God for help. They were just trying to, like, figure it out themselves.
They're trying to figure it out themselves. So why weren't they satisfied with the answer?
Because it wasn't, like, the right answer. Like, it wasn't, like, they weren't figuring it out, like, what it meant, the dream.
They weren't figuring out what the dream meant. Is it snowing up there today?
No, it's sunny.
Oh, thought it was supposed to snow up there today.
Yeah, no.
Well, that's good because the last part I heard yesterday, you guys are supposed to get a foot of snow.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So now let's prove that it is God that gives the dream. Okay. Let's go down to the bottom here. Allie Mae, read Bamidbar 12, verse 6.
He said, "Listen to what I say. When there is a prophet among you, I, Adonai, make myself known to him in a vision. I speak with him in a dream."
Okay. So we're being told in Numbers, Bamidbar 12, verse 6, that Jehovah will make himself known, will speak to him in a dream. Okay. So Jehovah, the Lord of all creation, if we go back up to the top here, in Parasha 41, he gave Pharaoh a dream that Pharaoh made Pharaoh worried. Okay. The dream was with the the seven skinny cows and the seven fat cows. Okay, remember? We're going to get to that in a minute. Okay, and that worried Pharaoh. Okay, so in verse sheet, Bamidbar Numbers chapter 12, verse 6, in the middle of the page, everybody, where my arrow is now, it says, I speak with him in a dream. Okay, so, and then we have the word Adonai here, but in the Hebrew it's Jehovah. Okay. So Jehovah says, I make myself known to him in a vision. I speak with him in a dream. Okay. So Jehovah gave Pharaoh a dream here at the top. And Pharaoh, none of Pharaoh's people could interpret it. So the cupbearer says, I remember this guy that when you put me in jail, I met him, and his name was Joseph. Okay. So now Joseph is in verse 16 here, Joseph answered Pharaoh, it isn't me. God will give Pharaoh an answer that will set his mind at peace. Okay, so let's work on that. Let's work on that for a few minutes. Okay, what does it mean, Hadassah? We'll go to Hadassah first. We'll see what the young kids think of this phrase. Okay, Joseph says to Pharaoh that God will give him an answer that will set his mind at peace. What do you think that means, set your mind at peace, Hadassah?
Kind of pieces like set your brain. It's like you put your brain to stop being angry.
You stop your brain from being angry. That's pretty good, Hadassah. That's pretty good. Shmooey, what do you think? You sure you'll be after Shmooey? What does it mean to set your mind at peace, Shmuel? Hadassah gave us a pretty good answer.
thinking again. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, try thinking a little bit, Shmuel.
Think harder.
What does the word peace mean, Shmuel? Do you know what the word peace means? Peace?
He's thinking again.
Well, it's good to think. I'm asking him a question. Can you give me an answer?
Peace mean is like me.
Okay, Yeshua, help your brother out. What does it mean to set your mind at peace? What does the word peace mean?
Calm down.
Okay, to calm down. Okay, why would Pharaoh be not calm?
Because he's worried that everybody's going to die.
Why is he worried about that?
Because he thinks his kingdom is going to die.
Okay,
But it
all right.
wasn't just there the famine struck. It was all the places near Egypt.
Okay.
Other places near Egypt.
So Pharaoh was worried, Yeshua?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can hear Lev on the roller coaster. Lev, what do you think? What does it mean to set your mind at peace? Can you hear us?
Maybe. Okay, yeah. Can you hear us? Maybe
Yeah,
it
we can
means
hear you.
yeah. Maybe it means to once to set your mind at peace. What's it mean? Like, who knows what's going through Pharaoh's head? He's maybe wondering, oh, like, is this a curse from the gods and all? Because when you're without Jehovah, you basically you're not at peace. You don't have a peaceful life. You're always scared. And like when you have a dream about, like, let's say in this case, then we get very scared because we don't know what it is. Because as believers we know that Yeshua was there to interpret the dreams to us. But we know that Yeshua was there in order to basically tell us what dreams mean. Yeshua was there in order to basically tell us what the dreams mean.
Okay. Well, that's pretty correct. But what we're looking for is what does it mean to set your mind at peace? So you're saying that Yeshua will help us set our mind at peace. How?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay, Allie Mae, your turn, Allison Mae. What does this term, uh, Pharaoh an answer that will set his mind at peace? What does that mean, Allie Mae?
I think that setting your mind at peace means to like clear or calm your mind from things that bother you. So like if I were to like say I didn't do something in schoolwork, like I was supposed to do if I like I was supposed to do all my schoolwork before 2 and I got up and I left one assignment undone and I got up and played. That would bother me for the rest of the day. I would have to set my mind at peace by going back and doing the rest of that. But basically,
Okay.
it means to like, if you don't know something, like if you have a dream and you don't know what it means. Joseph's telling him what it means to calm him, to calm his mind, because the dreams were bothering him.
Okay, that was very good, Allie Mae. That was very good. Let's see what Victoria thinks. Victoria, Allie Mae gave us a pretty good answer. What do you think about setting your mind at peace? What do you think that means?
I think setting your mind at peace is like when like you're just calm and like your mind is not resting, but like you don't have any stress or problems.
So why is Joseph saying this to Pharaoh?
Because like God is the one that will like give him the answer, so then like he won't have to have like any stress, because like God will give him an answer.
Does Pharaoh know God?
Yes.
You think Pharaoh knows God? Then why doesn't Pharaoh ask him God himself?
He probably didn't think of that.
Then why didn't Joseph just say to Pharaoh, why don't you ask God?
Um, oh, like, um, I don't know. I think he had to like explain to him that. Well, mm, I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. So Allie Mae gave us a pretty good answer that the Lord is going to give Pharaoh an answer that's going to set his mind at ease because Pharaoh is worried, okay, worried or troubled, okay, worried, or another word for worried is troubled, okay, that something bad is going to happen. So Joseph says that his God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov, okay, is going to give Pharaoh an answer that's going to calm him down because our God is the God of the universe, okay? Let's see at the bottom. Allie may read chapter 1, verse 20 at the bottom, Matthew chapter 1, verse 20.
But while he was thinking about this, an angel of Adonai appeared to him in a dream and said, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Miriam home with you as your wife, for what has been conceived in her is from the Ruach HaKodesh.
All right, so we have another Joseph, okay? Yeshua's earthly father, okay? Yeshua's earthly father was given a dream by Jehovah. Okay, Jehovah appeared to him in a dream and said, Joseph, son of David, don't be afraid. So we're paralleling it with Pharaoh being afraid. He was troubled. Remember, we're talking about his mind was not at ease. So he was troubled. And Joseph, Miriam's husband, Yeshua's mother, was pregnant. Okay. She was pregnant and he was going to put her away because he wasn't the father. Joseph wasn't the father. So Jehovah appeared to him and said, Joseph, son of David, okay, don't be afraid to take Miriam home as your wife, okay, because what's in her is from God, okay. So you a lot of times Jehovah will use dreams, okay, to show us things. Not all the time. Some dreams are a little weird. Actually, a lot of your dreams are weird. Okay, like Adasa said yesterday, her dream was she was jumping on the trampoline. I don't think there's any prophetic nature. Okay, I don't think there's anything super special about Adasa jumping on a trampoline. Okay, I don't think it has something to do with eternity. Okay, so Joseph was worried. Joseph, the father, the husband of Miriam, was worried. Okay, but the dream was good because you understood what was happening. Now, get to our last piece today. Let's see. It's a long read. Let's go with Victoria this time. Victoria, read Parasha 41, verse 25 to 28.
Joseph said to Pharaoh, "The dreams of Pharaoh are the same. God has told Pharaoh what he is about to do. The 7 good cows are 7 years, and the 7 good ears of grain are 7 years. The dreams are the same. Likewise, the 7 lean and miserable-looking cows that came up after them are 7 years, and also the 7 empty ears blasted by the east wind. There will be 7 years of famine. This is what I told Pharaoh. God has shown Pharaoh what he is about to do."
Okay, thank you, Victoria. That was a nice long passage to read. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so now we got the word dreams again, everybody. Okay, we got the word dreams. Okay, and Joseph is telling Pharaoh that God has told Pharaoh that what he's about to do. So he's telling Pharaoh that the God of the Hebrews, okay, the God of the Hebrews, the only God there is telling Pharaoh what he's about to do. Okay, so let's see. Now we need to look at some words. Okay. We have this the 7, like in verse 27. Likewise, the 7 lean and miserable looking cows. What does miserable mean? Miserable. Let's go with Yeshua the first. Miserable. Miserable.
Miserable is like something awful.
How does something look awful?
Like something yucky.
Okay, so what do you think the cows look like? How do you think they look, Yeshua? Let's try to use our imagination. Oh, wait, but before we do that, it's 10:44. It's time for the Ali Mae. Ah! Stretch your arms out to the side. Smack your brother and your sister head. Okay. Stretch up high. And big yawn, everybody. Big yawn. All right. Now that we've had our little air break, everybody go. Okay. So what do you think the cows look like, Yeshua? Let's put on our imagination cap. Okay. What do you think? What do you think a miserable looking cow looks like? And Darcy, you're next.
Like this? Like a bones. Like it's just that picture bones. You can't see it.
Back it up a little bit. There you go. So you think that the cow look like just bones?
Well, with a little bit of skin. With a little bit of skin. You should hang, babe. Come on. Keep coming.
Okay, so you think that's a pretty good idea. Hadassah, what do you think the miserable looking cow looks like? Ellie Shiva, you're next.
Looking cow will be like this, like this. It will be like that.
So he's gonna have his hooves over his face.
No. Yeah.
Is he gonna be able to move?
No. But then how are they gonna eat the 7 fat cows?
Okay, is he gonna What color is the cow going to be?
Brown, like a little bit light brown.
Black and brown?
Yeah, a little bit light brown, like light brown.
So he's only going to be brown, and his eyes are going to be covered by his paws or his hooves. Okay. And he's not going to be able to move.
And they're flat and skinny.
And what?
They're flat.
Okay.
They're gonna be like pancakes.
Okay. What about you, Shmooey? What do you think? And then we'll go over to Valley Shape. What do you think the miserable looking cow?
What does a miserable looking cow looks like? I think like this.
Like what?
Think fast. He's thinking again. Me. They look like it. They look like a sick cow. Like a sick cow?
What does a sick cow look like?
Green. They have cows. What? Like the 9 plagues. Like the 9 plagues season. What? They had the season they died.
What's in the 9th plague? Darkness?
The 10 plagues. The 1, 2, 3. Just 7 plagues. No, the 9th plague was darkness.
Now you think about it, Shmuel, we'll maybe come back to you. Valley Shape, what do you think the miserable looking cow look like? So we got to picture this because we got to make believe we're in Pharaoh's head and we're looking at the dream. So everybody, you got your eyes closed and you're looking at the dream, and you see this miserable looking cow. What do you think it looked like?
What do you think they look like? Okay, have you seen the cows in the farm down the block? Okay, they're healthy. How would a miserable cow look?
It's skinny.
Okay, they'll look skinny.
It looks skinny.
Well, isn't a skinny cow good?
No.
Nope.
So the cow looked skinny. Okay, good, Elisheva. Lev had her hand up. Lev was off the roller coaster.
Well, I mean, first, it was not a roller coaster, it was the car. And that was a big bump we hit.
A lot of big bumps.
So I'm thinking maybe it was this color black, and then maybe it had white horns and red eyes, and maybe it was all skinny and bony.
So it had red eyes.
I don't know. It doesn't say in the Bible. It doesn't say like then Pharaoh described how it looked like. It doesn't say then it had red eyes and this and that and this and that. It doesn't say in the Bible that Pharaoh described it to Joseph.
Okay, so you're thinking a miserable looking cow has red eyes. Okay. Might be scary looking. Not miserable looking, no, but scary. A cow with red eyes and white horns coming at you. That'd be scary. Scary Mary. Okay. What do you think, Mia? What do you think what do you think a miserable looking cow looks like? Lev's got red eyes.
Well, I think it looked like any normal cow, except the fact that it's all skinny, more like its bones are showing under its skin.
Okay, so his bones are showing under his skin. Victoria, what do you think this miserable looking cow looks like?
I think this cow like it's probably skinny and like maybe like cut up like on the like in its ears, like it's probably cut and just hurt, I guess.
Okay, so it's cut, it's skinny. All right. Ellie Mae, what do you think the miserable looking cow look like?
The miserable looking cows probably look like definitely very skinny. I know that. And definitely bony. I know that.
Well, isn't skinny good?
No, not for a cow. A cow is supposed to be fat so that way it can produce a lot of meat and milk.
Okay, so you're thinking a skinny cow. Does it have red? Do you think it's got red eyes like Lev said?
What I think what she meant by red eyes is like their eyes were drying up. Maybe like they were getting red from like being dry or something like that. Instead of like not like actual red eyes.
Lev is saying no. Go ahead, Lev.
But I didn't mean dry eyes.
Needed some Visine to get the red out. The cow's like, my eyes are dry, my eyes are dry. I'm miserable looking, I got dry eyes. Ah. Okay, now there's another part that we got to look at. That's interesting. It says in verse 27, likewise the 7 lean and miserable looking cows that came up after them are 7 years, and also the 7 empty ears blasted by the east wind. Okay, Victoria, why the east wind?
Because the east wind, it's like it has to be like a certain way to like blast it. But I'm not sure like why the east wind.
There'll be a certain way that it's good blasting. Okay, we'll go over to Allie Mae. Allie Mae, what do you think? Why the east wind?
Well, probably because the east wind would be stronger than the rest of them, maybe. I
So what does that have to do with anything?
don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, you have no idea. What about you, Yeshua? What about the east wind? Why not the west wind or the north wind or the south wind?
Maybe that's the wind that God chose for that.
Chose, but yeah, he did choose that. But why the east? Why not another?
Because the east wind is hot.
The east wind is hot. Why do you think it's hot? Wouldn't the south wind be hot coming from the south?
I guess it would be a little hot.
Okay.
But the north and maybe the west wind may be a little colder, a little more colder.
Okay, that was very good, Yeshua. Very good thought process. What about you, Mia? Why the east wind?
I don't know. It could be just that. It could just be that the Lord just said east wind. I guess anything can just get blasted by any wind coming from any direction.
Yeah, but if it's coming from the north, might the wind be a little bit different from another direction?
Well, the direction will be different. I think it would be a little different, like in temperature wise, because it's blowing from the cooler area.
Okay. This is something for you guys to learn because it's very important too. Like right now, going up to the north where Victoria lives, we got wind coming from the east. Okay, it's coming off the ocean. The ocean right now, the Atlantic Ocean, right now, because it's December, the secular month of December, the water is cold. Okay, so the water being cold is going to bring the temperatures lower. Okay, the winds from the east blowing into Egypt would be coming from the east and it'd be coming off the desert and be coming off the Sahara Desert, and it would be very hot. Okay, because Egypt is west of the Sahara. So if the wind is coming from the east, let's say the east is from to our right, okay, the wind is going to be very hot. Okay, the wind will be very hot, and it will dry out things and kill your plants. Okay, so Mia, read verse 25 to 28 again. We've got another minute or so.
Joseph said to Pharaoh, "The dreams of Pharaoh are the same. God has told Pharaoh what he's about to do. The 7 good cows are 7 years, and the 7 good ears of grain are 7 years. The dreams are the same. Likewise, the 7 lean and miserable looking cows that came up after them are 7 years, and also the 7 empty ears blasted by the east wind. There will be 7 years of famine. This is what I told Pharaoh. God has shown Pharaoh what he is about to do."
Okay, very good read, Mia, very good. Okay. The Lord does nothing in secret, okay? Always remember that. If we search the scriptures and we pray and we seek God's counsel, the Lord does nothing in secret, okay? So he told Pharaoh what he's about to do so he can prepare the, the, the grain. And then Joseph, I was seeing the picture here, okay? 7 is the number of perfection. Okay, so Joseph is telling Pharaoh in the picture here what God is about to do because God does nothing in secret, especially when he's going to bring on such heavy chastisement. All right, it's that time. We're going to wrap up our class. Allie Mae is first. I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 10. Allie Mae, what is the number?
5.
Wrong. Lev,
What did Allie say?
5.
1.
wow. Wrong. Yeshua,
I'm thinking 7.
wow. Wrong. Elisheva, you got somebody that can unmute you?
10.
10? You got it.
Right. You got
Close
it.
us in prayer. Close us in prayer.
Thank you for
Wow. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord,
For this
for this
beautiful
beautiful
day.
day.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Lord,
Lord,
for
for
your
your
blessings
blessing
and
and
for
for
class.
class.
In Yeshua's name.
Amen.
Amen. All right, you guys have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Bye.